everybody, this is Dave Nasty over here at Next Level Guitar, bringing you a really great Inspired By lesson today. Fantastic acoustic guitar player and something kind of different. We've detuned the acoustic guitar today. So we're in standard tuning, but of course we've dropped our low string that's typically an E, down one whole step to B, R, D. So we're gonna bail the pick. We're going to try some different things and see how soft and sensitive we can get with our strumming, and outlining some neat chords and voicings that we can use with this low ringing kind of sound. So, hey everybody, this is Dave Nasty over here at nextlevelguitar.com. Look who we got here. We got Yoda with us today. This is our mascot. This is Miles' co-pilot here. Click on the link that you see below. If you can see it there in that YouTube text box. See, now she's relaxing. Consulting Maggie here. Oh, don't let the gremlin go. Everybody, click on the link that you see below in that YouTube text box. You're going to get a free video and a coinciding ebook. All the information that you need to have and all the stuff that even Maggie here can't live without. Thank you so much. So check this out up here. I've got a higher voiced D. Now I'm going to finger pick these pretty clearly here just so you can kind of tell the notes that I'm getting with this sound. I'm just going to mainly, when I do this, I'm going to finger pick the low strings, or that low E string, which is now down to a D, and then the D string and the G and the B. Throw that high one in there on the high E string. Look it. Yeah. You get all these neat sounds off this chord if I just kind of get some of these extensions in here. So they're all in the key, of course, and these are all really nice voicings of chord. But I just love the way, throw in that minor chord right there. I love the way that sounds against this low ringing. And look at my strumming pattern here. It's really kind of focused on an upstroke motion. My thumb keeps hitting this low string to kind of keep a resolving bass. But I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And just nice and swinging it. Best way I can, as softly as I can, using my index finger on an upstroke motion across the guitar. Just to not beat the guitar into submission, but just to coax the sound out of it. Love the way the high E string rings in there as well. So I'm detuned and I want to get the sound of a G chord. I want to go basically D to G, right? But I'm going to go like this. Because of course I'm detuned, so my notes have changed. Now, typically when we voice a G chord, I won't strum it because it'll sound like a train wreck. But if I'm playing a regular G, I've got this note in there. So from this position, I'm going to access that point. It sounds a little bit different. Got the high one open for now. Still keeping that strum, just cruising along. Maybe my pinky on the high A up there. What's great about this, sometimes when you tune your acoustic guitar to a different tuning, you find some really interesting ways to play your chords. And everything's really suspended here. You know, when I go to the D in this position, I've traveled from my D here to my D down here. I'm not going to play the middle finger. I'm going to leave it open. If I want to throw it in there, I can, but for now, I'm going to leave that out. Got an A chord, and we've got this another voicing of a D chord. So we've got a lot of things that we can put and use together that have a nice flow and really in the style of this artist. Change those notes on the high string as I do this strum. It gives a little bit of extra melody in there. Put a little bit of a slide in there, right? Little ways that we can embellish some of these motions that are really nice and kind of soothing and, you know, really soft tones and ways to manipulate our chords, but all of in the style of this great guitar player. So, you know, with this, I could throw in some harmonics. Maybe change it to a chord. That'd be a nice way to kind of accent that. I'm thinking, of course, that my D chord is going to give me access to harmonics right here on the 7th fret. So within this, we've got some interesting ways that we can voice our chords. We've got the use of harmonics right there at the end that is nice and subtle. We've got a G that's voiced different, but yet we can embellish it because this positioning and this tuning is making me think of it differently and making me do things differently. And it gives us a really cool way to tune our guitar and go ahead and play through these motions. So again, let me play this out for you here. I'm going to break into this strum and show you a little bit more and just connect some of these ideas that we've got going on here. So again, we start with our chords that are voiced in the high position. Some of these extended ways to make some melody. I go to my G, do the same thing here. Throw in a harmonic. And we're going through a really soft way to approach the guitar, and it's really primarily centered around that strumming pattern that we do with our right hand. So everybody, easy, mellow lesson, but in a great style, and this is an important lesson for you to know in a detuned setting on the acoustic. Go to the website, nextlevelguitar.com. Can't miss it. All kinds of good stuff. Isn't there, Miles? Miles, how much good stuff is there? So much he can't even say anything. Miles is speechless.
He's flabbergasted.
He's flabbergasted, aren't you, Miles? One of these days you're going to play the guitar for me. You're going to strum it. You're going to strum it. Aw, see? Come on. How could you not love us over here? Even the dogs love us. Thank you so much. See you next time. Yes, Miles.